Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is 𝗦𝗽𝗫𝗁, the co-manager and host for today's show. This is the first episode of our new series, Athlete Interviews. Today, I'm joined by senior forward from Highland, Utah, Mabel Harris, and senior defender from Mesa, Arizona, Ella Thomas. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
All right, so we'll just kind of get right into it. How does it feel to be back in Knight Stadium and headed into your guys' senior season? And how was the summer for you guys in preparation for camp?
I would say it feels a little surreal to be back already. Especially going into our senior year. It's kind of crazy that we're almost done. High anticipation. I think we're excited.
Yeah. I mean, we always come back and it feels like we never left, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's just, yeah, I just catch myself remembering, I guess, is my last preseason. This is my last
Mhm.
first day of practice. So it's kind of bittersweet.
It is. Those are some surreal moments, though.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of just going back to the very beginning of SVU, what kind of made you guys decide to go to SVU 4 years ago, and what are some kind of key factors that you think have been able to help keep you there and keep you a part of the women's soccer team?
Want to start?
You can start.
Okay. I think one of the key reasons I came out was, well, I was graduating all during like the COVID time, so it was all a little just weird and maybe messy when it came to figuring out college plans and everything.
Yeah.
But I came out on a visit here and it was super cool. The campus and the fields and they were just like getting redone and everything was awesome. And just like the talking with Rob of like being able to play and having that opportunity to be on the field as a freshman, like you don't get that a lot going to different schools. So that was definitely one of the key factors that convinced me and made me commit to be here. So
Sure, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got recruited. Also, I graduated in 2020 from high school. So that recruiting year was just weird. But I came out here to play golf my freshman year. I did that. So shout out to Coach Gardner for that. But I stayed at SVU for soccer, definitely. It kind of helped me stick around, and Rob gave me the opportunity to play soccer again.
It's awesome.
And so it just kept me here.
Sweet. Those are sweet stories. All right. So coming off a great year last year, winning the USA South Conference Championship, what are some things that you guys think you carried over into the off season and kind of through this summer camp so far?
I would say our like motivation for sure. The fact that we were able to do that and accomplish that was so big for the program and for all of us. It was awesome. So I would say that was just great motivation to continue to keep pushing and keep striving to be even better than we were last season. So I would say that was a big one for sure.
Yeah, and just winning the championship and going to the NCAA tournament, it kind of like
That's awesome.
makes it actually like this is actually possible for us to keep growing and moving forward. So it's a huge like motivator to know that's possible and that's in reach for us now.
Mhm.
So it made it easy
Awesome.
to keep pushing through the summer.
Yeah, awesome. Alrighty, so you guys are returning a handful of key starters from last year's team, but you're also bringing in a good group of new girls. How do you think the chemistry is kind of between the vets and the new girls already, and how do you think it will kind of carry out through the season?
It's always like a restart when you have freshmen coming in and so many at a time. Like the age difference, it's just like you're 5 years younger than me, But Rob does a great job recruiting really nice, awesome soccer players. And I feel like that's kind of we kind of get I don't like it's benefits us when he recruits
Mhm.
such nice girls. They're easy to get along with. Of course, like the soccer part will like take a minute,
Yeah,
but easy to
Yeah.
get along with as friends and teammates will click over the next few weeks. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. We have a great class this year, and we always have, I would say, but this year especially, it's been great so far. Again, we've been here for a week, and it is great. They're easy to connect with, and yeah, on the field, it takes a few games to start to get
Yeah,
that chemistry down for
for
sure.
sure. That's cool though. That's awesome. It's good to see teams kind of build that chemistry up quick before the season starts. All right, well, we'll kind of just going off that then. Are there any kind of freshmen or underclassmen you'd say have kind of stuck out and might make a pretty quick impact on the team?
Um, I would say like all of them. That's like so
Hey,
like
that works.
cheesy maybe, but we have always, I just feel like the classes that come in, they're great and they always bring so many new like or so much potential in different areas for sure, like on our defensive end, offensive, like they just come in and again through the time we get to see that more and more, but even already it's like, oh, this it's exciting to see all the new talent and everyone has just kind of stuck out in their own ways for sure, I would say.
Yeah, we lost some big defenders, and those girls that Rob recruited in, they've stepped up, and it's been really cool to see them take that position and just kind of fill their shoes. So it's
Yeah,
been awesome.
that's sweet. That's sweet. Alrighty, kind of what, so the next question is just what do you think kind of makes SVU soccer special? And what are some of the philosophies that Coach Rob has that kind of makes you guys such a successful program?
One thing for me, I like that Rob really focuses on just playing the game. We have a lot of drills that are just play. Like we are able to build habits and that stuff through the game itself and not overbearing conditioning or a lot of cone drills all the time. So I love that he gives that like a practice space with freedom and where we can be creative when we're playing.
Yeah, definitely. I would also say he definitely pushes the like buy-in, like be here, be bought in for sure. And it definitely makes a difference when you do. Like I feel like we've seen that with our returners and obviously we want that for the freshmen, but when they are bought in and we just connect and it's great. And I would honestly say the team, the girls are great. What keeps us coming back and what keeps this program like building is the way that they're committed to be here for sure.
That's awesome. That's huge. Commitment is definitely a huge part of that. Um, Alrighty, so kind of just narrowing down a few of the last questions. Over the last 3 seasons, what would you say is kind of the most memorable moment you might have from playing?
Ooh, I mean, definitely the conference championship is something you
Oh yeah,
just won't forget.
Yeah.
Even, yeah. And any level, any championship is just like the biggest deal in the world to you. So that was awesome. It's definitely not something that anyone from that team will forget.
Yeah, I would say the same, just like the team, it was so awesome. Like obviously during it, the plays after was so fun. Like the crowd and the support we had that game is something I remember, like I'll never forget for sure. It was awesome, the support and love that we felt being on the field. And yeah, so that's definitely a core memory that I
yeah,
don't think anyone will forget. But
yeah.
yeah, what
And being
else?
able to compete with top 25
Mhm.
teams, like getting our first win over Bridgewater a few years ago was huge.
Mhm.
It just it's like we can finally compete with some bigger schools and it's
For
awesome.
sure, for sure. Yeah, I remember I was at that game. That was awesome. You guys won. Everybody stormed the field, and that was fun. So,
Yeah.
It was
alrighty.
awesome.
So kind of just yeah, going off that, what do you think? What team this year kind of presents the biggest challenge for you guys?
We definitely have a very hard preseason ahead of us, which was planned, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. So I would say all of those teams that we'll compete against, but looking in our conference, I would say Brevard for sure. We played them in the championship. I would say they surprised us last year. So I think they're definitely one that we'll be keeping an eye out for this season as well.
They've always been a good team, but I think last year they kind of showed the whole conference that they are
They're
Mhm.
about,
ready to go and they're ready to compete with everyone. So they're always a tough challenge for us.
all right. Well, that'll be a good game. I guess we'll have to mark the calendars.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So here's just some quick fan questions for you guys. In your opinion, which stadium has been the coolest to play in and why?
Our stadium is by far the best, but other than our stadium, we played at the NCAA tournament, the NJIT
Yeah, the
stadium in New
New Jersey
Jersey. It
Tech.
was just so cool. It was just like in the city, you can see buildings. It was really cool. It's like underground, kind of
Mhm.
underground level. It was really
Cool,
cool.
cool.
Yeah, that was a cool one. And then the other stadium,
WakeMed.
yeah,
Yeah.
that we played against, it was giant and it was huge.
Huge.
It was very that like professional setting, and it was a cool experience to be a part of for sure.
That's really cool. Alrighty. Another fan is, who is your favorite professional soccer player?
I'll let her take this.
My favorite's always been Cristiano Ronaldo from day one. He's just the GOAT. You can't really change my opinion on that with anything. So
Yeah, I would say David Beckham. I'm a big fan. He's just iconic in his ways and everything he's done as a player for sure. Yeah, those
Awesome.
are some two great ones.
Yeah, two great legends right there. Alrighty. Another fan question is, do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions that you do?
I would say not really. I think I try to avoid any sort of superstitions. I think there's just like the regular things that we do. I would say we both do, like watching what we're eating beforehand, just like those. But I wouldn't say necessarily that that's a
yeah.
superstition thing.
I try to stay away from superstitions because they mess with me mentally if I get too caught up. But one of our professors, Alan Whitehead, has helped me with kind of mental imagery, and that was a huge benefit for me last season. So I like to do that before games.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. Alrighty. And then just the last question is, what are the top two games you guys are most looking forward to this year?
Roanoke coming up soon is what I'm really looking forward to. We've never beaten Roanoke, but I think we're finally on that level to where we can beat them and compete with them well.
Yeah. I would agree. I would also just say again, Brevard from our conference, it was a good match last year, and I'm looking forward to it again to see what they have to bring this year and what we have to bring for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, marking the calendars for that one. For sure. So, all right. Well, just any last kind of thing you guys want to say to Night Nation, friends, family, anything?
Just thanks. Thanks for everything. Always the support and the love that we feel is so appreciated. And yeah, shout out to my family. I love you guys and your support always. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely shout out to my family and everyone's family. Just seeing all the support on Instagram or on the live stream, it goes a long way. So
Sure.
thank you.
Sure. All right. Well, that kind of wraps it up here. Thank you guys so much for your time, and great. Good luck for the rest of the season. We'll chat definitely near the end of the season.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jake.
All right. Take care. Bye.
See ya.